let's move on to our next topic, though. Let's see,
Yeah.
what should we do next? I guess we can talk about something that a lot of people say, and it's, is Splatoon dead or dying?
Yeah. Definitely.
What's your opinion on that?
See, I don't like the state where the community is at the moment. Although people can have their fun, there are decent tournaments, weeklies, maybe weeklies. You get one or two a week. Um, it can be fun. There are people who are scrimming all the time, practicing, getting their. You got lands. They've been happening recently a good amount. And you got Beacon, you got Lists, you got SNS, maybe G7. Who knows?
We even
Um.
see more lands such as Breeze Land coming up.
Oh yeah,
Switch
definitely.
Fest is going on right now. Uh, what else? I know there's
Had Smash
Gamescom.
Philadelphia, which is a
Gamescom.
new one.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
definitely.
different things going on in the community, which I hate to say it, but I'm like 50-50 on it dying and not, because
Yeah.
ever since that one kid got $3 million in Fortnite, everyone's like, ooh, look at me, I go play Fortnite now. Hi, I'm Urza, I go play Fortnite and then say I'm bad at
Oh,
Splatoon.
oh, oh,
Ooh, ooh,
oh.
ooh.
That's
Call out
that's
post. I'm joking. I'm joking.
little far.
And
But
yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Anyway, like,
yeah.
I feel like Splatoon is really a game that has a super high skill ceiling. Super high skill a really high skill ceiling.
Yeah. All the tech you need to
Yeah.
understand.
There's a
It's a
lot of
lot.
in this game. There's a lot in this game. It is not like your average shooter. In your average shooter, can you shoot the ground and then go into the ground? No. It's like, okay, so as of recently, this might be a bit of a touchy topic, but I know that weeklies and stuff have been very, very dwindling and just really not easy to do constantly.
Yeah.
There are a lot of smaller tournaments, but they're not always ran perfectly. A lot of the TOs, or a lot of the tournaments we've had Bleck and Spoon. Bleck and Spoon was one of the, if not the biggest Splatoon tournament in Splatoon 2 history.
Yeah, as a weekly.
As a
Like,
weekly, every Thursday, then every Friday. It was, everyone loved BNS. I don't know a single person that didn't like BNS, and then they took that hiatus because Black needed time off. Or was it Spoon? I can't remember, sadly, but
I don't
I
remember.
completely understand that. I completely understand that people need time off. They've been putting so much effort into it, and that's how we're forever thankful for those TOs that made Splatoon 2 the game that it is today. But
Yeah.
now all of the bigger tournaments are just becoming ladders. And
Yeah.
ladders are, I hate to say it, but I feel like ladders are a lazy way out for TOs. Because they don't have to
Yeah.
do anything.
Ladders. It's just like
Ladders aren't
it.
fun.
They aren't fun. No, I agree with that. I personally have not played in a ladder, but I have seen many complaints about ladders, and I can see how
Many.
so. Because it's like you can cheese the ladders, you can do a lot of
You
things.
remember the first BNS after the hiatus?
Yeah, it
Everyone was bashing Southern Lights because they're saying, "Oh, look at us, we got top 5 in BNS," and they're like, "What did you? You literally only sat there and didn't do anything." And everyone was bashing Southern Lights. Everyone was bashing all of these teams and stuff. And it's like, just, ladders cause complications. People can like ladders. I completely understand that. It's not going to be a unanimous idea that ladders are a bad idea. But I feel like we should go back to Swiss. Swiss was a good
Swiss
idea.
Swiss is a good idea. I feel like a lot of the TOs aren't really taking it seriously, although we should always like just compliment and just help our TOs because they put so much time into this game, even early on. It may not seem like it right now,
It's
but
not
they're
much, but
trying
it's
hard.
honest work.
A lot of the TOs are trying their hardest, even in weeklies. Although we don't have many weeklies going on, and I would love to see a lot more rising up, maybe. Um, I would love to see, not bi-weeklies, more weeklies, because we just get them on Fridays, Saturdays, the weekends. It'd be a lot more fun if we had like maybe smaller tournaments or smaller, more like competitive tournaments going on around, after school hours maybe. I don't know how well that would work, but I'd love to see it happen. Um, Currently, I haven't played in the tournament since Smash Delphi Land.
Same actually. If you count Shifty Cup as a tournament, that's a different story. That was more just a fun kind of thing. And I hate that I haven't been able to play in any tournaments because I haven't made any pickups with anyone. I completely understand that, but it's just I don't want to play in these weeklies.
Yeah.
I've played one set of Ludi, which there's a VOD for that if you want to know, on my channel. But yeah, like there's weeklies. Yes, I understand that. Ink to Win's a good example. That's one of. I feel like that's one of the Jerry's Crown Cup in my opinion is the best weekly out there.
Yeah.
That's the best weekly out there as of right now in my opinion.
It's doing well at the moment. It's doing its best.
It's because it doesn't have much competition. It's good. Yeah. It's a good weekly. I suggest that you guys go play it. It's a good weekly. But
I miss like BNS being a good weekly. May have put a lot of stress TOs. Maybe we could get more TOs.
Saturday morning coffee.
That was
Casual Fridays.
They're starting to get back up there, I guess you could say.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
I just hope that this community doesn't start to dwindle as the tournaments start going away. 4v4 Sundays is gone. 4v4 Sundays is dead.
I miss that.
4v4 Sundays was a good tournament as well. That was a really good weekly.
That was a good weekly. I remember winning that with Overflow one time.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a fun day. What was I gonna say? People are if more tournaments aren't hosted, more people are gonna leave the community. We already see people like Gamer. He left the community. It's just got. I believe it just got boring to him. Don't quote me on it, but I just know that there's stuff like does anyone know if stuff like Squid Spawning Grounds is still a thing? Like, I remember my first tournament ever in this community. Game Aru. Shats. I remember my first ever tournament in this community was Young Ink 4. Or 3. One of the two. Young Ink was the shit. That was the stuff right there.
That was the thing that everyone would do when they got the chance to.
Everyone loved Young Ink.
Young Ink was fun. And BNS.
SSG still is ongoing? Okay.
Yeah. We also have SAP. Splatoon Amateur Circuit.
Yeah.
But, although it has its bans, if you've already won it, like a high-level player, you cannot participate in it. But, it's still good for the lower-level community.
That's something I'd like to intervene on, actually. People constantly, the lower and mid-level teams say, "Oh, look at all these top teams. They're so mean, and they're not letting us do stuff. They're not letting us in +1." But you guys have stuff like SAC. You guys have stuff like SDL. You guys have all of that.
Let's just talk about that. SAC is sponsored by GameStop and other sponsors as well. That's crazy.
That's cool. That's pretty big for the community.
Yeah, and you could also say that about the NA Open currently, but
that'll be our next topic, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But we'll still talk about this. Also about this Splatoon 2 community dying, you have drama. I don't want to talk about drama.
Neither do I. It's just feeding into the garbage fire that is Twitter.
It is, and you know what? I don't care anymore. Although I have taken place in the drama.
I have as well. And I'm not happy of it. I regret it entirely. But that's not to dwell on currently.
Yeah, it's something that I feel like it just shouldn't exist. Although there are the things that, there are the call-out posts every other day. Maybe some of it is good to look into, Like, other people, I don't want to get into it.
Some, illegal stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. But still. Instead of the drama, let's do the thing. I don't know, more tournaments, maybe even teams. Let's talk about teams,
Ooh, yeah.
Synergy
is definitely up and coming. We just saw them in the NA Open, last week. They got second.
Almost beating FT Win.
They took a game or two off of FT. They took a game off FT Win in a best of 7.
Yeah.
Which is massive. They almost won the first Macomar Tower Control match. I was doing an analysis of that. They did really strong. Of course, everyone has some stuff that they need to prepare with, but Synergy must have been on the edge of their seat because they're fighting the top team in NA uncontested right now.
Yeah.
FT Win wins everything. They are literally the best team in NA.
Yeah.
We gotta do
It's
something
crazy.
about that, by the way.
Whatever, like, American tournament they're in, they win.
They win.
It hasn't been like there isn't a change in that since FT1 has became a thing.
I think that's cool, but at the same time, that's sad.
It's starting to get a little stale.
Yeah. That one of my things was let's try and keep. I'm not trying to be rude to FT Win, but they've won. Name a tournament and FT Win 9/10 chances won it. Like
that is American, not European. Because
they've played in Japanese tournaments too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy to think.
They've played in all kinds of tournaments, but it's like, let's let. This is a touchy topic that I've told people about, and they're saying, "No, that's a horrible idea, Gold. What do you mean?" But I'm saying like, let's. I'm gonna use the B word, ban FT Win from a tournament or two, so that it can open bigger teams to get more popularity, or more teams to get bigger, etc. Right? Like, yeah, In Control is showing potential of taking the throne, but they should grind a little more. They need to grind a lot more. Actually, I think Demise is showing potential of taking the throne. Demise has come out of the depths, out of nowhere. Same thing with Deep Blues. All of these teams are getting better. Low Key is just
getting power. Low Key is doing decent at the moment.
Yeah.
You got.
I'm gonna say the B word. Ban.
I don't want to agree with that. What?
Sadly.
The ban.
Yeah.
Sadly, because I feel like banning a team from a tournament that isn't meant for middle or lower level teams just kind of feels unneeded. Because I get it. Getting beaten by FT Win every time, and just complaining about it makes sense. But the only way you're gonna beat them is by beating them, not by getting rid of them. And seeing an upset like that would be huge in the community. Maybe by Demise, maybe by In Control, out of some insane thing. You got Deep Blues, you got Astral as a team.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the
Astral is massive. I want to talk about the Ludi Season 8 finals of them versus Olive and how they almost reverse sweeped.
Olive, yeah.
That was nuts. That was nuts.
No,
Astral just proved themselves as a top EU team that day.
Ludi was crazy.
How they did that tournament-esque kind of X-Div thing.
And it was a 7
Pesto, great pickup. I'll say it for you, Leo, so people don't think you have an ego. Pesto performed excellently as a pickup.
Yeah, Pesto did well.
5th place, that's good.
I was not expecting to get X-Div that season. I was expecting maybe Div 1. I was expecting that team to even go that far.
I think you guys were getting X-Div nonetheless. You placed 5th.
Yeah.
Leo has an ego confirmed. Yeah, Leo, get out. You have an ego. I'm joking.
I shouldn't be on this podcast, man.
Disconnects from VC.
But no, Pesto did well. Being able to take out Nuance in the seeding tournament. Losing to all sadly, getting 5th in the tournament, and then also in Ludi as a whole was crazy. But they did have his drama. Shit happened. Pesto disbanded. Then what was it? What was the team name?
Possibility or no, potentially or whatever.
Eventually, I think.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, eventually came around, which is Pesto without me and FM. I had no part in the drama because I was not in basically on the team.
I'm calling it a disband.
Yeah, I was not on the team after I played with against Elf.
Firm, yeah.
Yeah. No drama happened. I just couldn't really play, and then they made it eventually without me because I was from Euphoria.
I don't know what it was called. I'm sorry, Cass. I don't pay attention to FM team.
The FM team.
FM team.
That happened, and it was insane. It was insane having a pickup out of all teams get into X-Div over a bunch of other teams. I'm sorry, Gold. I'm sorry.
Rip Overflow.
Yeah, Overflow would have made Overflow would have made X-Div if it wasn't for the Ludi staff kind of just saying, hey, we're only going to do 12 teams out of 16.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be 16, and the 4 teams that were supposed to get X-Div in order were Divine, Pelagos, Suspense, Overflow.
Yep.
And I don't know why, out of nowhere, Suspense and Pelagos went over Overflow, but like we beat Suspense in semis of Ludi Season 7, so I don't know why Overflow wasn't at least above them, but yeah,
But-
they snipped them, and then Divine became first seed of Div 1, then Suspense, Pelagos, and Overflow. We were fourth, and then Divine and Overflow disbanded. Suspense took that throne. Kanton won Div 1 out of under everyone's noses, and Suspense and Kanton and I think Pelagos maybe went up to X Div in this season.
That was a great season for Div 1.
Div 1 and Div X have been really fun lately. A lot of upsets, a lot of fun stuff coming out of nowhere.
Exactly. But I kind of want to wait now to talk about lower levels. Not like lower level. I can't really name many that I know of. I want to talk about the rise of like Shatai and
Knights of Queen is a good one.
Kanai. You have Ascension, Southern Lights. All these doing really well.
I think Knights of Queen is a good example.
Knights of Queen.
Yeah, Knights of Queen is a long-lasting team. They've been here for a while, and they're just becoming more popular now. They've been a strong team for a while. It's unrecognized. Ascension are memes. I don't know. Shaz, they're all right.
I don't know, cause I don't really know the name Knights Knights of Queen, right?
Yeah, that's the thing though, is that they're getting more popular, and now you do. I remember we scrimmed them as Overflow once, and we lost to them. As Dragon to Ascension, they've been seeing a lot more. Yeah, Ascension's becoming a bigger team.
Oh, yeah, Ascension, like without Dragon, Ascension is really well. And what was the tournament again? They had very good placements, like fighting off the Blues, beating. I don't remember who they beat. They beat some top teams. It was very crazy what Ascension.
Pelagos did disband. I wasn't sure about that. Thank you, Cordy. Sorry, continue, Lewis. Sorry to interrupt.
Pelagos disbanded a couple weeks ago, maybe even like last week. I think it was. It was uncalled for. It just happened, and then Twitter moved on. The community moved on.
Whoa, sorry about that, guys. The annoying noise. Leo's on mobile right now, so it's just a bit rough for him.
Sorry about that.
You don't need to apologize, but just continue.
Yeah. It happens. Then I'm talking about a lot of the other teams. Southern Lights is doing well. After Overflow's disband, King went to that team. King went to Southern Lights.
Almost immediately.
Well. Almost immediately,
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Really well. I don't remember. He played support.
Jerry got Surge.
Jerry went to Surge, yeah.
Actually, King originally played Machine, and King. Yes, that King. King played Machine, and then he started playing it less frequently for NZAP. And then he basically dropped everything entirely for Dynamo. He just learned Dynamo. A not good decision in my opinion. I think that was a bad decision.
Choice. I was not expecting that from King, but he did it, and he's currently a good Dynamo.
He's a pretty good Dynamo. I'd say he's one of the best in NA.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really.
There's not a lot of competition, but right now we see Squirt, who's the best.
Yeah, it's crazy. Then you got what else do you got?
Jerry was on Surge before they disbanded, then reformed.
You got Kanai. Kanai was a big team even before Bliss was on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very something I wasn't expecting, especially for Kanai, because Kanai was like a Div 2 team last time, wasn't they? Weren't they? And then
Bliss was the one that helped them win the Div 2 war.
Yeah.
Kanai won the Div 2 war because Bliss was there to help them.
It was a very, it was an out of blue thing that I wasn't expecting for Bliss to go to. But Kanai's doing a lot better.
As X-Hero.
X-Hero, yes. Who else? Or what's I talking about? Chitai.
Shitai, yeah. Seishin Shitai.
Yeah. I mean,
They disbanded for a bit.
And then they came back after, or just something you didn't see, like before you're just being like, oop.
Lots of teams disbanding then reforming with their all-star members.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I missed Toast.
Yeah, Euphoria reformed with their all-star members. Noob, Haiku, yeah, Noob, Haiku, you, and Scooter. And then
Scooter came back after tryouts, actually.
Yeah, and then you guys added Goss to your team, which is a pretty good addition.
Goss? He's definitely making some plays.
And he's a good frontliner. He just needs to be recognized.
Definitely. Goss can do a lot of things, and I can't wait to see him do a lot more on our team. Yeah, it's a tie pull, a fast one on us. I thought they were disbanded for good, and then boom, we're back, guys.
It's like, hey guys, get garshed. Get gorshed.
Alright.
So I'd like to talk about FA when we get the chance, or it's stuff about FA.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Synergy a little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
I'm a person who is very new to the community, although being somewhere in the high top area, not to pull on my ego again.
I'd say you're pretty close to top player.
Pretty close, I guess. But
high div 1, low div X.
Yeah. But I'd say that I have no idea what's happening at the moment. I knew about STDX very faintly. I didn't know that they were deadbeat until Jax made that one.
Oh wait, they were?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
It was STDX was the sponsor, I'm pretty sure, of Deadbeat, or Deadbeat was the sponsor. I don't remember. I really do.
I didn't know that. I'm stupid.
Then yeah, I'm stupid too. Jax made the video about the entire community, and they being the first sponsored team.
I need to find that video. I have no idea where to find it.
It's if you go to Jax
his Twitter,
you'll find it. It's very far back, but I had no idea what Deadbeat was. I knew about Power because Blop and Gold would talk about him all the time.
Sorry. Blop is a mod, and Power's my coach, so that's how it all went down. That's why we always talked about him. Hey Hexen, I'm Shaq.
Yeah, Hexen.
Hey Hexen, I'm Shaq. Hey Hexen, I'm Shaq.
Hexen, I'm Shaq. Tim, Ant.
Power's very nice, I agree.
Yeah, being Synergy is Tim and Bliss again.
He's not on there quite yet, but I know that they're gonna need a backliner. So right now it's Tim, Ant, Bran, and they're probably gonna add. Tim, Bran, Ant,
and Bliss.
They should add Bliss.
Yeah, they should add Bliss.
They really should. He
really
fits on their team really well.
Really good ballpoint player,
Spotling player in general. One of the best, if not the Spotling player in the NA. Yes, good grammar, Gold.
Good job, Gold.
Good job, Gold.
Synergy, after a while of just not being alive, just came back in the open and made second place, almost when beating FT when as stated. And yeah, not backline, insane backline. Bliss did really well. A lot of the other players did really well. You got Tim and Ant, very good players.
Yo, Bran popped off on that set against FTUN. He popped off. He went insane. I was dumbfounded as to how destructive he was in that set.
Exactly.
It was bad.
I mean, you could say that about Kyo too. He popped off one match, getting 22 kills.
Yeah. I was like, calm down, Kyo. Jesus Christ.
I mean, there was a lot of tension behind this thing, which we should probably talk about. You want to talk about FAs first, or I wanted to talk about the NA Open? Because there's a lot of stuff about that Open that I wanted to talk about.
Your choice.
I mean, I think I'll go to the FA Open, or NA Open.
The FA Open. That sounds fun.
I mean, wasn't there one, not the FA Open, but it was an FA tournament with just a bunch of FAs. I forget what the name of that.
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza, yes.
Extravaganza, which would be a great tournament for me to play in right now. Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I could play in that.
I don't remember hearing about that much, but I want to talk about.
There were like 3 or 4 of them.
I wanted to talk about the NA Open. I'm not very proud of that tournament. TOs tried their hardest through, the crazy rule set. Nintendo bringing, them having the stage list announced a day in advance. The tournament being announced
a week before.
Week prior. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Shifty stations. Not only that, but turf war.
Turf war and shifty stations that's what the NA Open is about. They do turf war all the time, but shifty stations.
Shifty stations because they wanted to promote 5.0. I understand that, but still, why in competitive? Do it for a casual. They should do casual and competitive tournaments.
Exactly. And seeing that tournament just exist like that was kind of stupid. Then we have what was it? What else was it? Yeah, that's practically most of it. I mean, I talked to a bunch of the In Control members about the thing that happened, the TOs, I don't know what happened with that NA Open, because they when the seeding council, or the seeding tournament TOs, it was really weird, because Inc. placed really well, throughout the entire, tournament, only dropping maybe 2 sets or games, I don't remember. And then Sayonara
pulled out all the stops. They're a really big rising team recently. They're really big recently, especially with junior meta.
Yeah. Sayonara did
Sun is a god.
But didn't do as well as In Control.
Sun is a god.
And this happened, this debacle happened during the tournament. In Control got seeded lower than Sayonara. A seed lower. But in top 8, that is a huge difference. In Control getting kicked in the face by FD Win immediately when day 2 started. And Sayo basically having to fight second seed, I think, with Synergy. I don't remember if Synergy was second seed or not. But I think Sayo also dropped there. But In Control was very upset about the fact that the TOs had made such a, I guess they would call it a mistake.
They put an X-Div team under a Div 1 team.
Yeah.
Sayonara officially is a Div 1 team. In Control is officially an X-Div team. But as of recently, Sayonara has been better.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say that. But Sayonara does mostly weeklies. And In Control does a lot of the tournament, maybe a couple.
Yeah, they do the big boy tournaments.
The reason they placed this seeding weird and sloppily was all because Sayo had a lot more placements in weeklies compared to In Control, and a lot more placements in tournaments, which count weeklies. This is up low overclock. I don't want to blame the TOs, but I want to blame that reason, because it was one tournament. The tournament results and the seeding should be based on how the teams play, and not how they played in other tournaments. And we can also see this has why weren't the other teams seeded as well as this? If a lot of other teams really high weekly placements played, then why weren't they seeded correctly as they seeded Sayo and In Control? Like we can see Synergy, who wasn't such a big team prior to the NA Open. They got seeded higher in top 8, having a lot of results in the tournament, but not having many results outside the tournament, getting seeded higher than both Sayonara and In Control. It just begs the question, what were they thinking? Kind of being biased, not really being biased, but kind of just their seeding being really awkward,
Yeah, I completely agree. Seeding in general is just a very hard thing to do. It seems like, oh, it's just you're putting teams in order from best to worst. Yeah, you're gonna put FT Win at the top or whatever. That's easy. But then you get to stuff like Sayonara and In Control, and that's really difficult because there's so many different factors. Whether it be knowing them on a personal level, you have to be unbiased. You're gonna have to be unbiased in order to do seeding. You're gonna have to look at results. You're gonna have to look at what kinds of results, how many, like the brackets and stuff. Seeding is a very difficult thing to do. I've done it before, and it was more lackluster the way I did it, so I guess I can't really say that I've done it, but seeding is not easy. That's why Ludi has a council instead of just like a few people. They have the seeding council instead of just like one or two people doing it.
Yeah, but you know, the reason of that is because, like, you know, the it's Ludi's such a huge tournament. It has a lot of things going in prior to the tournament, and a bunch of teams, tons of teams, almost all the teams do it every season just to see how well they get placed at the seeding council and how well they do outside of the seeding council, outside of the seeding tournament, or however they would do it. Which is why they need such a large amount of people to seed all the teams, because you're not going to have 3 people seed over a surplus 600 tournaments, 600 teams. I don't know how many do it, but it'd be a lot of stress since they'd have to check records and how well the teams do, how well the players do as a whole. You know, it's a lot of work that goes behind Ludi, and you know, you have to commend them, which is why the tournament takes so long each season to come back up. Because after a season, you're not going to have them pop next season out just right after, because that's impossible.
The way they do it is one in the summer, one at the end of the year, starting the and then going into the new year. That's how they do it. They do 2.
It's good because they can't just do back to back to back. It's not happening.
Plus, what's the point in doing it if you're gonna do it back to back to back? You're just gonna get the same seeding every single time. You do it with gaps in between, so you can see teams like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry to be biased, but here's a good example: Overflow. Overflow officially was a Div 3 team, right? In season 6, yeah, 6. In season 6, they were a Div 3 team. Season 7, new players join. I'm in. Jerry's in. We're a Div 1 team. In the time that happened, in the time between Ludi seasons, Overflow grew a lot as a team, and lots of skill was gained there, and a lot of stuff happened. This is what I'm talking about with Ludi. Like season 8 comes, or no, season 7 finals are Overflow, a Div 3 team that jumped to a Div 1 over Div 2. They skipped Div 2 entirely. The new Div 1 team is in finals against Squid and Good, a European team.
Yeah.
Like, that's big. That's cool.
That was a huge jump. It's very sad to see how Overflow.
We got monstered.
Yeah.
No, we got monstered. We didn't know how to deal with their bombs and their aggression, but.
Yeah, Squid and Good is definitely a big team. Very tough team to fight.
If you don't know how to fight them, cough, Pesto body them.
I mean, like, they have a good carpet. They have.
Geku's also kind of laggy, but still.
Yeah,
Porky, Shad. Is it Shad? I believe it's Shad.
Yeah, Shad. Porky, Shad.
Shad, Porky, Orichi, or no, I think Orochi. Sorry, not Orichio. Orochi, Geku, like, strong.
Yeah.
Yes, Shad, you have a twin, but your Shads, they're Shad.
Too sad.
They're EU.
But yeah, they're a good team. It's sad to see.
Leo, you're kind of making a lot of static right now.
Static, frick.
Oh, you're real loud.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. It's very sad to see a lot of teams disbanding, along with Sigma. You know, Overflow. You got Nuance. You got Pelagos.
It's what's it called? The Div 1 trilogy died. It's like everyone expected Sigma to go first. Overflow went first, then Euphoria, then Sigma, and then Euphoria came back, but I'm not even sure if they're a Div 1 trio anymore because they're the ones that excelled. Originally, Overflow was the one to... no. It was like Overflow excelled, Sigma excelled, Euphoria excelled. Euphoria stayed as the one in first place over the Div 3 trio. I remember when we used to do scrims all the time. All three of us used to do scrims almost every night. And then Dash was just like, yeah, I don't want to scrim Overflow or Sigma anymore. Yeah, I don't really want to scrim them. And they never scrimmed us. Because they never gave us a chance.
But, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. You gotta move on, I guess. But, you know, I don't know what else. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Lots of teams disbanding, lots of teams are coming up, which probably won't last long, in my opinion. Because a lot of teams that are new
don't have a long lifespan.
Yeah, because they don't have a lot of, like, prior, you know, they don't have
experience
a lot of
or much to motivate them besides, yeah, let's get better. Which is a big motivation, of course, but still.
We'll see, because, you know, how, what was I gonna say? You know, a lot of teams,
I understand what you're trying to say.
A lot of teams came together, a lot of teams grew together, and a lot of teams fell apart. But, you know, that's alright. We have plenty of teams right now. You know, more teams are always welcome.
Cough, cough, maybe GoldBowstaff. I'm joking.
That's a question mark. Who knows? Maybe.
Gotta get some people to help me do pickups so I can get people to try out and stuff. Unlimited.
Yeah.
Unlimited
so.
question mark.
Unlimited question mark? Who knows? Because a lot of teams will, a lot of teams are rising. I'm feeling a lot of notable mid-level teams become the new big teams. I'm hoping. That's what I hope. Because I want to see a lot of them get better. I want to see a lot of them displace their ego and then find a better, you know, a better footing in the community.
Shad. Sorry, go ahead.
Thinking that we're stuttering right now, I think we want to move on to the topic.
Shads, I would pick up with you, but we're both backline. That's really rough.
Sucks, man. Alright. So you wanted to talk about FAs, correct?
Yes, I would like to talk about FAs. Alright, give me
All
1
right.
minute. Sorry, brush fell on the ground. Octobrush Kappa. Okay, so
What do you want to talk about?
since what number month is it now? 9.
No,
9.
yes.
Alright, March was the 3rd. It's officially been 6 months as my FA experience, guys. That's sucky.
It is sucky, and I feel bad for you. Especially
It's
since
horrible.
I want you to join Euphoria, but
Noob, haha, Kappa, lol.
I guess. I mean,
It's just that I messed up my upgrade trial because I was so self-negative that I believed that I was bad.
don't worry about it. You'll find a team eventually. I
I'm
believe
good
in that.
now, though. I'm good now,
But-
though.
As an FA, like, I agree with it. Because
FA life is rough life.
I didn't realize how hard it is, and I'm really glad before you came together because I probably would have found a team. And I probably would still be an FA at the moment.
I remember Haiku was gonna quit.
Bruh.
Haiku was gonna quit.
What?
Haiku was gonna quit.
Oh, I thought
And then
you meant
Euphoria.
I was gonna quit, and I was gonna cry. But you know, being an FA sucks, and I wholeheartedly agree. I have never experienced it. I've always been on a team, which is hard and just like kind of an ego moment. But I want to hear it from someone who is an FA currently, Mr. GoldBowstaff.
Hello, I'm GoldBowstaff, professional FA.
Nice.
Alright, so, ever since Overflow died, I knew this was gonna be really hard to find a team again. But I thought that I'd be able to find one in a relative amount of time, seeing as, you know, I had notable teams and results. I placed top 16 in the first 2 Inc. TV Opens. Overflow, if I remember correctly, was set to be on Invitational 3, but I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, we disbanded.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what happened? Nah. But
Finals of Div 1. I was on Euphoria. Euphoria is a really strong team as well.
you were on Euphoria when they were Div 5. You have nothing to say about that.
Actually, I do, because... Well, I can't say that without being mean. But... Anyway... I was on Euphoria when they were rising, okay, Leo?
Yeah, yeah. I get it.
Anyway, FA experience is really rough. If you don't frequently get scrims, scrim like every other day, you're gonna get rusty and you're gonna lose skill. It's been 6-7 months or 6 months, and I'm just like, it's horrible. I want to die.
Yeah.
I've thought about quitting competitive more times than you can count. How many fingers are in your hands and toes? Triple that, and that's how many
3.
times I've thought about competitive. What?
3.
That's how many times I've thought about quitting competitive. Is like 30 times over, just
God
because
damn.
of how hellish FA experience it is.
I see.
Like, I've had people like Bliss say to me that I'm denying too many teams, but I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try out for this team. Whoop, I don't like this team. I'm just gonna hurt their feelings now and say, I don't want to try out for you guys anymore, sorry. I'm not gonna put myself on a team that I don't want to be on.
Exactly.
I'd rather just be patient and be like, alright, I'm gonna suffer, and then my competitive experience is gonna flourish in the future when I do find a good team. And I swear I found that team an upgrade, but I guess not, because they did not like me at all. What was I gonna say next? Yeah, the FA experience is just really rough. Like, your main way of practicing if you don't get scrims is solo queue, and solo queue is ew, icky, icky, stinky, stinky. So,
Yeah. I agree with
stinky,
that.
stinky, dum dum.
Because I just want to say that I guess at the moment, teams, a lot of backlines aren't getting many spots on teams currently
Yeah.
because of how, it feels like backlines. If you don't play heavy remix, you aren't going to get on a team. But a lot of people already play heavy remix, and they're already on teams, and it just feels like you have to play a frontline or a midline or support if you want to get on a team, because those are the most, those are the people who that makes up most of the team, and if they fall off, then you need to get a new one. You don't find many backlines who are, who are not on a team, who aren't already FAs. If you get what I'm saying.
I'm one of, like, 2 good backliners out there that are FAs right now. Me and Bliss, we're 2 different people, but we're both in FAs, and it's like really bad. And someone's yawning in the background, and it's super annoying. They've yawned, and it just sounds like they're like a cow or something, and it's stupid. But like, Bliss found his team every so often. He might get on Synergy. It looks like he's gonna get on Synergy at least. But it's like, ooh, my God.
Yeah.
I do not like being an FA, and no teams want a backliner. Here, let's list all of the teams that don't want a backliner that have a backliner. I'm gonna say top teams, even though I don't deserve to be on those teams. FT Win doesn't need me. Low Key, DB, INC, Synergy. What's it called? Sayonara. What are other good teams?
Upgrade.
Upgrade doesn't need me. They're probably gonna get what's his name? Poco or something, I believe. What else?
I get it, man.
Like,
I think everyone gets it now.
the only top team or good team that would want me is Polar Ace, and they're EU, so I can't adapt to their time zones. Scooter,
Yeah.
Hi Scooter.
Oh, hey, Scoot. Yeah. So.
Wait, I'm not on my actual account. I need to put my "Your Boys to Cry" emote.
Yeah.
We congregate
Being an
as your
FA
boys to cry peoples.
sucks. I
It's
can
really
understand
bad.
that. So I guess if you can't find a team, the only thing thing
Create a
you
team.
can do is make a team with some other FAs that you know. But it's
Which
kinda
I don't know any other FAs that want to be.
Yeah,
that would wanna
it's
be-
hard to find other FAs who can't really, who don't really know many people, especially if they've been on a team for so long. They don't really meet many people. They just stick with their team, and then the team disbands. And they don't really know many people who can create a team. They don't have many, connections. a lot of people tend to fall off the competitive ride when they can't get anywhere, which sucks. And I don't like seeing people fall off. And this goes with like people I don't really know that well or like to watch. If they've been FAs or they were on a team and they just quit. It's not good to see that.
Leo, just entertain the people for one more minute. I need to lower my AC.
That's alright. Alright. Gold has to do some silly shit. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do at the moment. Free agents. Yeah, exactly, Drift. I've never felt like I have had to be on, because I don't really have to be on, because I've been on Euphoria for so long, and I was on Firebrand, it was, so, like, when I was starting out, I had no idea how hard it is to find a team, and how troublesome it was, because it's hard to find any teams, nowadays, because all the teams they have their definitive roster. Or they don't need a backline, they don't need a front line, they don't need a midline, they don't need a support. Who knows? But it's just currently it was hard, and back then it wasn't. You were on there was a 9 out of 10 chance you were on a team 2017, 2018 if you were competitive and you were taking it seriously, of course. Nowadays it's hard to find a team. Yeah.
Well, nowadays it's hard to find a team because there aren't as many teams, and because a lot of people, like you and I, I'm not trying to be rude, but we've moved up, or egotistical at the same time, but we've moved up in skill. Gold. Basically, we've moved up, and we're not at lower teams anymore where there are more teams for us to go to.
Yeah. I just don't understand why people don't want you on a team. I feel like you're a really good backliner.
Ooh, thank you, Leo. You as well.
Yeah, and it's weird because a lot of teams they are, I think, lacking a backline. I mean, I had no idea FT Win was Ice was gonna drop. I had no idea.
I knew he was gonna drop.
I didn't know. I mean, Gamer dropped, but they picked up Muty immediately afterwards. I guess they're just like.
No, they picked up Muty while they had Gamer.
Yeah, they were kind of, a lot of teams are kind of in like secret FA picking out. They don't really know who to pick out.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade, they missed a good player, I guess you could say.
That's only my fault.
I guess. Yeah, but you know.
No, Scooter. We're saying Scooter. What we're saying is, people left, Gamer left while Muty was on the team. Give me a minute. I just need to go tell someone to be quiet.
I'm saying that a lot of FAs some teams are picking out people while they have a backline or while they know their backline. And it's kind of just not like a public post. It's more of a, hey, I know this good player. Let's look for them instead of like trying to shift through a bunch of people that we know aren't going to do well. I just don't I don't know. A lot of teams have standards. And I don't really understand that. Because, I mean, if you're a top team already, you're going to have some standards. You're going to be like, hey, you need to be good at the game. Because if you're not going to, like, practice, if you're not. This suck. I don't know. Sorry, that was a thing that happened. But
hey guys, funny number time. Guess what time? Funny, haha, funny.
420, haha. It's very funny. I don't really know what to say at the moment. I've
NA
never
doesn't
been an
practice.
FA, and it's hard to really talk about, you know, being an FA when you've never been an FA. And I'm just stuttering at the moment. So, Gold, do you have anything else to say about this topic?
Not really. I feel like we've covered most of it.
Covered most of it. You're thinking of any other topics besides the list?
Well, we still have 40 minutes, so, yeah, I guess we could talk about, what we can do to help the community get better.
Yeah.
So dude already... When's the horny on main discussion?
Oh,
Kappa.
I know
True Liotos fan, not to be horny on main. Holding hands kind of cute though.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Am I really quiet?
Kinda. I can raise you. Don't worry.
Yeah, please. That'd be great.
Alright.
Because I think it's eating. I don't know.
You.
Ew. All right.
Alright,
So
meme time.
how can we help? How can we help the community do better?
Well, a very good way to help the community is do what we're doing. Inform and entertain the community. I saw a dude's video on it. There's a bunch of players that have YouTube channels. A bunch of people that do stuff like what we're doing right now. Streaming, any form of media is helpful, as long as it's not toxic twit longer kappa.
Yeah, exactly. Bring the community out to more people, because when
bring the community's attention to things.
Yeah, because like
Good
a lot
things.
of people don't really know that Splatoon is a esport, is a growing community at the moment. They just thought, oh, it's a silly, squid shooter game. It's a fun thing to do in your spare time, if you enjoy first-person shooters, or not third-person shooters in this situation. This community, it might be falling off at the moment. Splatoon is kind of getting at its like peak at its point. In Splatoon 1, it lasted like 3 years after its like initial startup. Split 2015. Kind of crazy to think about that. And then it died down after the announcement of Splatoon 2. Splatoon came in later into the Wii U's life. And then when the Wii U eventually died, the Switch came up, and then Splatoon came with that. Splatoon 2 came at an early point in the Switch's life. It's not going to last until the next console. That's my opinion. Because if Splatoon 1 lasted 3 years, Splatoon 2 will probably last another year. 6 months.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2, yeah.
I
don't know how long it's gonna last. Because the Splatoon, it just matters on how well people push this game. How well they push it out to the media. I myself cannot do much. I don't have the ability to stream. I don't have the ability to make a YouTube channel. Gold, you do, yeah.
I'm not active on my YouTube channel as much as I should be, but I definitely stream here a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I stream on my channel a lot.
I'm glad I could be a part of this. I'm glad I could make something like this.
Yes, of course.
No matter how much attention it gets. Now, I've seen a lot of people, Duracell. I remember when Duracell made that Met post, hey, we need to support streamers. I agree. We need to support streamers no matter how big or small they are. Now we have a lot of top player streamers. We have the people on Olive. We have Sendu. We have
5hack.
But we have
5hack.
We have a lot of people on
5hack.
We have a lot of bigger streamers.
5hack.
But then we also have. Can you don't? We also have a lot of smaller streamers who don't get. I swear to gold, I'm going to stop.
I swear to gold.
Yes. There are a lot of smaller streamers out there that don't get them up. Not
5hack.
I swear on my life, gold. Shut your goddamn mouth. You want to say something, gold? Since you're big on this Shaq thing.
It's 5hack.
Continue.
5hack.
Alright, I guess I'll take it from here. Splatoon, I want to see more tournaments. Because I'm missing a lot of weeklies. The usual weeklies are Jerry's Crown Cup. We have, maybe AMG. We have a lot of the mid-level ones. Like, I haven't been seeing a lot of that. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just personally think that, as a whole, we need to grow more. We need more tournaments. We need more media. Look at the Smash community. Under the same company, Nintendo. Smash has been a way bigger. Has been there.
It's also been here for a lot longer.
Yes, exactly.
Like
it's been
like over a decade longer.
Since the 64's origin, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Smash
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
a
yeah,
whole has been out for years, more than 2 decades. Actually, no, a little less than 2 decades, I think. I'm not. I don't know. I'm 14 or 15. I'm young.
You
I
don't
was
even know
in the
your own age. It's like, it's understandable.
exactly. I'm getting old. Just kidding.
I gotta move into the senior community and stuff, and
I mean, the community didn't really have
young
much of a
Leo.
beginning in the N64 days, and um, sorry if I'm quiet. I'm just trying to say, you know, N64 it grew. It's been 4 years, a little over 4 years since the origin of Splatoon 2. It's been
We have a while left to go.
20 years since Smash. The community of Smash has grown this far. I believe Splatoon 2 can grow this far.
That's why
I
I
believe
believe
Splatoon.
the point of, oh, look at Smash, it's so much bigger, and they have all of this and this and this and prize
Yeah,
pools and stuff every day, because they've been a thing for 4 or
it's
5
been
times longer than Splatoon.
it's been such a growing community. It's so huge, in fact. They're like over
Constant lands,
1,000.
constant cash prizes, constant tournaments.
Yeah, lands. They're huge. I mean, like Splatoon has good lands. We have like I've already touched on this. We
SNS,
have
G
SNS, Liss,
SNS, Genesis,
Genesis.
Liss. There's even
Exactly.
like EU ones. EU doesn't
You know,
really have big lands.
it's all right though. Um, you know, there are plenty of lands. We just don't have much online presence,
Beacon, yeah.
which sucks because Splatoon is an online game. Its main feature is online. Smash is not really. It's a party game. It's a with your friends thing. Online is just a feature. Um, which sucks because there are tons of online Smash tournaments. There are tons of lands. It makes sense, Splatoon is an online game. We need more online tournaments, and I can't do it myself. Gold and I can't do it ourselves.
Yeah,
I know.
we're only 14 and 15-year-olds. We can't host a tournament by ourselves. We can't
Yeah,
put cash prizes in there.
I believe.
We gotta
I
put those
believe that
cash
we can.
prizes towards our freaking college stuff, college
Yeah,
tuition and things.
I believe
College.
that
I'm gonna drop out of school.
I'm gonna drop out of school. Who cares? I want to focus on. Ooh, no. Um,
No, I'm
I believe
14
that
as of.
a lot of these people who are watching this stream at the moment, we all can't do much, but as a whole, as a community, we can push this place a lot. We can push this community a lot farther. In fact,
We could jump and hit the ceiling, and right now we're not even jumping.
yeah. Right now we're on our tippy toes. We're crouched down. We're prepared to jump. We're not trained. We're not too far into the. We're beginning. We're beginning to grow. Smash has 5 games. We have 2.
Yeah,
I guess you could say Smash has 5 games. There are plenty of off-brand games, And I just think we can.
Plenty of off-brand games such as Mario and Legend of Zelda.
The other like 50.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
Thanos, he's in that game.
Yeah, Thanos. He Doria's everyone.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Doria.
Splatoon. I enjoy our bigger tournaments. I enjoyed the Ink TV Open. I enjoyed the NA Open.
Invitational.
Invitational
3 when?
When? Please. I want to know.
Jordan, I will slap you.
Jordan, please. Jordan, please.
Jordan,
seriously,
please.
Splatoon, we need more weeklies. I haven't played a tournament in a while. Golden, I haven't played a tournament in a while. We need more weeklies. We need bi-weeklies, I suppose. We need cash prizes. I know people can't just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull $100 out of my own wallet
Money.
to pay to have a cash prize winners." That's not happening because people aren't gonna just use their own money, mostly their own money, to pay for a cash prize tournament. That just doesn't go well. Which is why donations happen. Which is why organizations can have cash prizes. I mean, look at BNS, old BNS, when it wasn't a ladder. It got donations. It had like $500 prize pool every tournament. And that was not just from money. That was from people donating their own cash. They're the people who want to see it happen. People who just donate, and we see a bigger community. We see a bigger influx of people. Oh, I want to win money win money in a competitive environment. That sounds like a great time. That sounds like a great chance to improve while also getting money maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that begs the question,
Yeah, I completely
what about
agree.
like buying? What about like paying to get
Buy-ins, like
into the
the
tournament? Buy-in,
Notorious
yes.
tournament. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, the NNLC, I'm pretty sure. NNCL, I don't remember.
Yeah, that was right around when TMG was.
I mean, most lands already do that, Lands are like,
Pay
hey,
in
you gotta
for.
pay to enter, pay a person. I mean, TMG. Remember, Smash Adelphi, you had to pay at least $15, um, to play the tournament, and the
I
other
paid over
rest of them
80 to get in there.
well, yeah, you
In
paid
total.
like $55 to get in because you had to get into the convention. But the $15 that you paid to for the
That
tournament,
all went to prize pools
oh,
for first, second, and
that
third.
went to the yeah, which is like yeah, they aren't using this money for their own good. They're using it to have a prize pool.
It
They're
went
using it
from
to
like basically I got my money back and then some. I stole people's money. That's
yeah.
basically how I like to look at it. I don't like to look at it that way, but it's funny to look at that way.
It is
Look
funny
at
to
it
look
that
at
way.
it that way. But then
It's
you
a
think,
haha
hey,
funny.
the TOs, they put time. They bought. You think of this like they didn't do this for themselves. They did this for the community. They bought space in the convention center. They bought supplies. They bought, all this stuff just so that we could host a 5-hour tournament.
Yeah,
Five
PK
to 12.
Sparks. PK
Yeah.
Sparks was there. He was the one who hosted the TMG tournament, and it was Splatoon's first year there. And he was like, "I just want to thank everyone here so much for making TMG 2019 with Splatoon such a great year.
Yeah.
Splatoon was a bit of a risky choice, but we figured we'd add it because we wanted to give it a try, and we were not disappointed. So here's to having TMG 2020 with Splatoon." And
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Yes, thank frick."
It just sounds like such a good idea. It's like people supported it. There were plenty of people who came out to watch the stream, to watch it there. It was crazy to think because it wasn't just funded. It was probably PK Sparks and all the other people putting money in to to host this thing, and not even just TMG, not even Smash Adelphia. We had other ones. We had SNS. We have Beacon. We have Genesis last year. We had what else? We had there are other tournaments. They didn't use the prize. They didn't use the money they got from the tournament. They hosted that prize pool. I don't even know if they had a prize pool. I'm not very keen on that stuff. People put time and effort. They put a lot into the tournaments, and it's just like if we could do that
Yeah,
online as well,
DPG's a good example.
because the TOs they don't do it for their own good. Because what do they make? They could barely.
They don't
They
make
can.
money from it, they lose money from it. They're doing it to help the community, to entertain the community. So the
Which is like
community has fun. They're the real heroes here. It's not much, but it's honest work.
it nice.
Nice!
Because I can see how the tournament the tournament organizers from Beck and Sploon from like Ink TV, not even just Beck and Sploon, from Ink TV, we got other tournaments, Endgame TV, they do that. They don't do that for their own, for themselves. They do it for the community. Which is like, I know it's hard to think about like doing it, you yourself doing it for the community as well.
Yeah, can
But
you
they
imagine?
did it. They
Can
started
you.
off small and they did it.
You, right there. I'm looking at you behind the
Oh my
screen.
god.
Can you, right there, you pointing to yourself. I see you pointing to
Please
yourself.
stop it.
Stop pointing to yourself. Can you
Or
imagine
fuck up.
giving. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That was kind of cringe, but
You're gonna lose subscriber.
yeah. But it's insane how well they started off and then just falling off because it's hard to think because they're not too old.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
But
Shut
they
up,
put
Chad.
time and effort into this community.
Shut up,
We need to do the
Chad.
same too. We need to do the same too. Cause, no matter, like,
Uh-oh.
but the smallest you can do
Stinky.
is at least stream. Make something, like, post stuff to Twitter. Post stuff that are, you know, it may not be much, but it counts. It counts, because if you can make a tournament by yourself, maybe just one tournament, get a bunch of following on that tournament. It can become a collaboration. It becomes something bigger.
The chat's becoming a dumpster fire. What have I done?
You did it, Gold. You fucked it up.
Alright, guys, end of the stream. Goodbye.
No, we still have 23 minutes, Gold. You can't do it.
24. Oh, 23? Nani?
Nani. Alright. Anything you got to put in that isn't dumpster fire crash memes?
5 hack.
I swear to God.
Nani desu ka? Leo's
Yeah,
host now. Leo is a host. We're both hosts. It's just I was the one who created it.
You're the one who created it, and you're the one memeing on everything, to be honest.
My show,
I have
my
a passion.
rules.
I don't care if Gold doesn't have a passion. I have a passion. I want this.
I have a passion to make gold.
I'll put
Shut
too
the
much
hell
time
up.
Damn game. I'm losing my Switch every week. Shit like that. I have too much going on that I can't just sacrifice everything for the hope for a dead community. I don't want to do that shit. That just sounds like stupid. It sounds like monkey brain,
Okay, what we need to do, we need to get orgs. We need to get Endgame to help more. We need to get Ink TV to do more.
Yeah, Ink TV can do a lot more.
Endgame has basically just quit on us. They're like, yeah, let's quit on
they
Switch.
they did Beacon. They hosted Beacon. I don't see any tournaments coming from them besides like LANs.
Yeah. Wake up,
But,
Endgame. Thanos, Endgame.
It's the end game now.
Da,
Wake
da,
up,
da,
General.
da, da, da. Okay, I'll stop now.
Yeah, I don't know about that one for a moment.
I'm cringe. I lose sub.
We didn't lose. I mean, like, when I came to this, I thought we were more prepared. I thought we would be able to, talk about it and go over the time. But we don't have much else to talk about.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about drama. That was something I wanted to talk about, but, like,
It's our
I don't
first
wanna talk
episode.
about
We're not
drama.
talking about drama today.
Fuck that shit. What's drama?
You know
But,
what?
like-
I have a good idea.
What's your good idea,
Let's
Gold?
talk to the chat on their opinion of this.
Yeah.
Like, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of our first episode?
It isn't over yet, Gold.
I know, but what else do we have to talk about? You like it, Azelf? I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that you enjoyed it, because it was fun and it was fun to talk to you guys and everything. And yeah, I just enjoyed talking to the 9 or 10 of you guys who are always here. Insert happy when we end Vimo noises here. Okay, so Shads liked it as well. I'm glad you liked it as well, Shads. Thank you. And if you did like it, maybe say something on Twitter, be like, wow, I enjoyed the New Level of Thinking podcast today, and I feel everyone on Twitter should go check it out.
Oh, stupid. I don't know what that one's cheap, but
Shameless plug. Yep.
shameless
Shads
plug.
gets me.
Like and
Shads
subscribe. Make sure to
Shads
turn on
watches all of my streams. Shads understands.
Yeah, make sure to turn on notifications so you can check out
Yeah, make
next
sure to
stream.
follow. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do. I wanted to thank everyone for following. I think you should say 5 hack. 5 hack? 5 hack, 5 hack.
Shut up, bro.
All right.
Monkey ass.
Let's see here. Liotos and Comp, thank you for follow. Scooter Joel, thank you for follow. Durakel, downloadable content, thank you for follow. Cass, thank you for follow. Azelf, thank you for follow. NX is here, Kappa. Thanks for the follow, NX, thanks Driftwiz, and thanks Shads. You guys are all really great. Thanks for coming out and stuff. I know we still have 20 minutes left, but I just wanted to say thanks.
I've been here since the beginning. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you, Shinek.
Oh, Shinex, thank you, sir.
I love you. I love you much, Shinek.
How's Ascension going?
Yeah.
I saw you guys playing Ludi, I believe it was last night or something.
I'd say so. They did well. I don't know what else to talk You got any other topics to talk about, chat? Because
Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's ask you guys. This is why I was this is why I, okay, I'll bring this to your guys' attention as well. Personally, I haven't told Leo yet, but I feel like it'd be better if we made this 3 to 4 instead of 3 to 5 because we've run out of topics. I feel like we should just make it 3 to 4 so that we have enough topics and we're not constantly running out.
I feel like, yeah, that's a good idea. 3 to 4 might be better.
All right, sounds good. All right, everyone. So 3 to
I knew
4
it.
is our new time, EST, and that makes 12 to 1
You
EST
guys
our
got
time.
topics to talk about? We'll talk about teams, We'll
Future
talk about
events
other...
like Invitational 3 format ideas, teams, and something people don't talk about. It's a long podcast, 2-hour specials sometimes. Euphoria DivX team, Kappa. GoldBowstaff, unlimited DivX team, Kappa.
Here, we can talk about Invitational 3. If
Yeah.
they're Invitational.
Okay, so in the Super Meme server, in the rules channel, Jordan said Invitational 3 will be when I say it is.
Yeah. I feel that. What when do you think it'll happen? And
Hopefully by the end of the year.
What teams do you think will be invited?
Alright, so if it's anytime soon, the usual teams, Sayonara, Euphoria, maybe, actually, I don't know about Euphoria because you guys haven't played in tournaments and stuff, but I know Sayonara, probably Squid and Good, believe it or not.
I mean, yeah, there are, some teams like that. I know FT win.
Did I misspell varying? I did misspell varying. You shouldn't have said anything, Cass.
Enlightenment, yes.
Enlightenment, yeah.
Deep Blues, FT win,
Low key.
Crack in Paradise. Is Olive gonna do it?
Shut up, Cass. I can ban you.
Olive could do, Olive would do
No.
What other teams? Nuance is not a thing anymore. Cheap 2 Squad, not a thing anymore. Very sad about that one too.
Astral,
yes. I think Astral. Oh yeah, I want to talk.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about
Astral and how they're getting better.
I want to talk about
Creamy.
They
3,000.
Yeah, at 3,000 XP is insanity. But then again, I want to talk about this. This is the first X rank season where 2 3,000s were a thing. Creamy got the first non-Splat Zones top 3,000.
Ooh, X rank.
There are
Ew,
4
X-rank.
current 3,000s. We've gotten 1 for the past 3 seasons, and then 2 for this last one. First 3,000 was in Splat Zones. We've gotten multiple different weapons for 3,000s. I think one was a Umbrella, one was a Ballpoint, one was a Zap, and one was a K Pro. What else is there? This is the first. 3,000.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
First Westerner, yes. Wait.
No,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of something else, or I'm doing something else at the same time.
Creamy was the first Westerner to break 3,000. Because everyone else was a JP.
Yeah.
I don't know about Zero. If Zero would make top 3,000, because there are other players who are capable of breaking that.
What if
Top
Nintendo held a tournament where it's only the top X rank players?
No, that's stupid.
Agreed, actually.
Because there are not that many top players in X rank who would probably be able to do tournaments. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing to think about. It's they'd have to. Cause how would they get in contact?
But I don't know. Maybe Nintendo knows everyone's phone numbers. They'll probably just email everyone, honestly, or make a Twitter thing, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god."
Exactly. Astral's a team is. Ooh, I didn't. It's weird how there's a team named Astral and a person named Astral. I have something to talk about. There was that recent glitch found by someone named Nacho.
Glitch?
Yes, glitch. It's a glitch. It's like an invisible inkling glitch or something.
We can try that.
No, they didn't put a. It's. I'd like to talk about it because there's this people. He found the glitch with a couple other people, and he's been abusing it online, and winning ranked Rainmaker games.
Oh, I saw
in-
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't one person say, "Guys, I found hackers in my lobby" or something, right?
Yeah. And this guy says, "Hi, that's me," and no, it's not hacking. He says it's a glitch, and it's okay, and I find that
Toxic.
bullshit.
Big toxic.
It's not toxic. It's bullshit because this guy says he's not gonna do not gonna do a tutorial on it so that he doesn't find it in ranked, and nobody abuses it in ranked. Yet he abused it himself.
Hypocrite.
Yes, the glitch consists of him being invisible, grabbing
immoral,
Rainmaker,
yeah.
and then dunking it on the Rainmaker, without anyone noticing because it's impossible to notice it. I find it bullshit.
Now that he said something, he's either gonna get banned, or people are just gonna find it how to do it.
Technically, it's not questionable. It's not hacking, but it's like it's
immoral.
abusing the Rainmaker. It's abusing the ranked system for his own good, which is not okay. Because it's like hacking. It's like that Dynamo player who got 500 XP, 5,000 XP in every mode by just hacking and just flying hacks, and that's hacking.
Yeah.
But this is just like, he's not gonna get caught for hacking. He's gonna get caught. He might even not even get caught. But yeah, if a certain amount of people can find him, he'll get banned. Still questionable. Still bullshit. Because if he keeps continuing this, he'll get to break 5,000. And, there'll be another glitch who'll get banned, his Switch will get banned. But the other people who found the glitch will probably use it as well. It's just stupid. Currently, like, abusing the online system for your own good. Splatoon 1, it doesn't fucking matter at this point. The ranked system doesn't matter. You'll get hackers every 5 lobbies.
Splatoon dead.
But it doesn't really matter. Because
Alright.
Splatoon 2 is
Yeah.
the one.
Okay, so actually we do have one more topic, and it's a very common topic among people that like to talk about Splatoon.
Yeah.
And it's what can we expect from Splatoon 3? Like, what do you guys want, or what do you expect?
Oh. Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3. Alright, we'll talk later about it. Splatoon 3
X plus toxic. Okay, actually no, X plus is good.
X plus sounds good. I don't like the X rank.
But you need to be. I'd say X plus. You need to be 2,500 for 3 seasons to be in X plus.
Yeah, a better ranking system would be nice.
And you can't just. And you have to play it. You have to get it without just doing placements. They should make it so like placements. The highest you can get is 2,300 in placements, and then you have to grind everything out. You can't just get placements that'll get you 2,600.
Yeah, I guess so. But then it's like, I miss S plus system. I grinded all S50s in order for it to get trash, and just getting X rank. But I could have just like gotten S plus 10 and would have been perfectly fine the entire time.
Exactly. They should have made it. You have to get X plus or S plus 50 to get X rank.
I put too much time into that.
I got S plus 50 on zones and 49 on Rainmaker because the last rotation of Rainmaker I wasn't able to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Splatoon 3. It's a weird topic because we know we're gonna get maybe something about chaos. Since chaos won the recent Flatfest. We'll probably get a campaign about chaos, or maybe even the entire game about chaos. Maybe we'll get themed weapons. We'll get new weapons. I'm assuming we'll get new hairstyles. Maybe even the chance to, have pants with gear abilities, new gear, new subs, new specials. Maybe. Who knows?
I want a bow in the game badly.
That would be pretty cool, to be honest. Having something
I badly want a compound bow. Alexis Piflam on Twitter made really good weapons called Project Splatoon 3, and just, Nintendo, hire her.
Exactly. I feel that because it would be such a good idea to find shift the community, find things, because the community is creative. There are plenty of things out there that would be really cool. I mean, like in Splatoon 2, we weren't expecting to get a class that was made from Umbrella. We weren't expecting to get like it's crazy. Like we got so many new ideas.
Only thing I was expecting was a weapon that was comprised of a hose, and then we got Stingray.
Yeah.
Stingray
happened. That was the meta. What else? We got a really brilliant campaign mode that involved older Splatoon 1 mascots. The
Octo expansion was brilliant. One of the best downloadable content campaigns in history.
One of the best one, in my opinion.
2021 or 2022. I think late 2020 or early 2021, if anything. If Leo's prediction is right. Otherwise, I agree with Self.
We're not going to get Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3 on the same console as Splatoon 2. That just seems stupid. They'll have to wait another console, which, if we think about this, the Wii U was created in 2013, correct? And then,
I think, yeah. I agree with Shads there. Like a spin-off Splatoon game would be really fun. Like, have you guys seen the April Fool's joke Splatoon Island, the mobile game? I thought that was kind of creative.
That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been cool, like an Animal Crossing-esque thing. Well, I'm okay with Splatoon not coming in for a while, because we have to remember Nogami's team is also the Animal Crossing team. Animal Crossing and Splatoon, my two favorite game series of all time. Yeah, Squeaky is Alexis P. Flum, or however I pronounce it. But like, they're working. The reason Splatoon 3 won't come out until like 2021 or 2022 is because of Animal Crossing, unless they make it by the end of because it's gonna come out in like summer of 2020, spring of 2020, right? So what's gonna happen is Splatoon 3, if anything, will come out in 2021 or 2022. Yeah, I agree with Azov here.
It depends. We have to get a new console. Become Splatoon 3, because we can't just get Splatoon 2 on the same console as Splatoon 3, because that means the game will not be purchased anymore, because Splatoon 3 will be the bigger one, you know?
Yeah.
Then you have, let's see, the Wii U last year. Although it makes sense since it was not a big console selling.
Switch has been a very good selling product.
Yeah. Yes. We need a new console in order for it to get, because the Switch will last probably 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's gonna last a long time.
Splatoon has been out for 2 years, since a few months after the Switch became a thing. Maybe 4 to 5 years, maybe 5 to 6 years. Splatoon probably won't last as a community that long, unless we get a new console soon, or a new game. We need more content probably coming out, maybe more downloadable content, but it's hard to say because Splatoon is finished with Splatfest and updates will be closing soon in December.
Yeah, there's gonna be some sort of Splatoon thing that Nintendo's gonna announce, whether that be Nogami, maybe. I actually have a prediction that just came up off the top of my head now. What if Nogami, after they finish Animal Crossing, what if what they do is start updating Splatoon 2 again?
That would be insane.
That would be really good, because that prolongs it for the Switch's life.
Yeah, but I doubt it would happen.
Yeah, that's the thing, sadly.
Because they're probably moving on. 2 years is a good amount of time for a game's lifespan, I guess you could say. But, they always worked on Smash. After I worked on Smash for a good while, Smash 4, bringing up plenty of updates, patches, DLC,
Yeah.
So, what they decide. But you always have to...
I know Nogami said that there won't be any more, like, patches and stuff and updates. Or, sorry, updates besides patches, but, like... Why not? What else is Nogami's team gonna do besides after they finish Animal Crossing? What else are they gonna do?
Work on the next Splatoon 2. work on the next Animal Crossing. Maybe updates for Animal Crossing.
I'm excited for that game. I'm really excited for that game.
I'm excited too.
I was so hyped when I found out that Animal Crossing New Horizons was coming out. I believe it's called New Horizons.
It is. What do you think? Think we should call it off, Gold?
I think we should call it off.
Sounds good.
We don't have enough time to do any new topics or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm
nice
streamer, I do outros, so I guess I'll wrap this one up.
Go ahead, mister.
Alright, everyone, so our first episode today of the A New Level of Thinking podcast was a smashing hit. You guys all were very great to come out here, or very kind to come out here and give us your time of the day, just to listen to us talk to a looping screen. Yeah, bye, Shads. Yeah, we had a constant influx of at least 8 plus viewers, which was really cool for our first stream. I think that was so cool. But we talked about a lot of different things today. We talked about meta, we talked about all the different weapons, we talked on how we can improve the community. We talked about how if Splatoon is dying and how can we stop it. And we just loved talking with you guys today. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun hearing your opinions and everything. But if you have friends that are interested in watching this, show them my YouTube. It's in the social panel down below under the stream. You guys can check it out there. I'll probably be putting the VOD up there soon. I'll be trying my best to do that ASAP, but yeah, thank you guys for coming out today. It was really fun, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
Peace.